Hello, welcome to today's class. And today we are going to talk about states. We'll be using states in this lesson. So when we talk about state of a component, we just mean that the data that is being used in that component at that particular time. Alright, so a state can be an array of values, it can be a boolean, it can be a string or object. Anything that is data in our component, anything that our data in our component uses is called a state. So today we are going to write a function. Already we have already done that by writing a function that when we click it, it listens to how many times the user clicks on the button. So what we are going to do now is whenever whenever a user clicks on this button, let a note change, let something change. So that's what we are going to do. Alright. So if I go back to our code now, so let me declare a variable. So let's first name, for instance, let's first name equals to say Godfrey, for instance. Alright, so I'm going to pass. I just need to comment this out. For this, I'm going to delete all this for now. Okay. So I want us when you click on a button, let's something happen. Let it display on the browser. So I'm going to pass it here. I'm going to use a p tag. So use p. So I'm going to use code it basis to call this. So I'm going to paste it here. If you refresh, you can see because it is outputting here. So I want us to click on this button. Let me move this. I want us when we click on this button, click here for this name to change. I want you to change. Okay. Alright. I'm also right. Sorry. Let me say another name. Let me write another name so that whenever we click on the button, the name updates. So I'm going to say this first name here. I want to change to William. We just declare a variable here, Godfrey, which is showing here. I want us when you click here, if you see, if you when you're clicking here, the name doesn't update. But if you should console log this, you are going to see it's going to show now console. Let me console. Log first name. So let's check our browser. See what's I'm talking about. So if you see console, let me click on this button. You can see it is changing here on our console, but it is not outputting in our browser. So you want it to show in our browser. Alright. So to do that, we are going to use a hook to do that. So hook is going to make this to be reactive. It's going to make it to be reactive. We're going to use a hook. So a hook in Redux is a special type of function that allows us to do a certain job. So we want to use that using a use state hook to do that. So to do that, I'm going to import use states. So I'll import use state as a class. So I'm going to import use state like so. I'm going to import it from React library. Alright. So if I import it, I'm going to use it here. I'll say use state. Yeah, to say it like this. I want to use this. So I'm going to comment this out. I'm going to remove that. So another thing I'm going to put it in a use state. Alright. So I'll do const. Yeah, I'll do const. I'll put an array. So I want to put values there. So our first value is first name. Remember our first name is our first value. So this first name here, we're going to put it in this, which is our first value. So I'm going to do set first name. Let's say can make case here it should be capital letter. So our first name initially was Godfrey, which is displaying on our browser, as you can see. So I'm going to set it here. I'm going to remove this and set it in. I want to set first name. I'm going to set this to what was there before was Williams. William. So what this code is doing is, yeah, our first name is Godfrey, as you can see, Godfrey. So I want when this button is being clicked, right? When this button is being clicked, let it set the first name is going to set this value, right? The second one is going to set this value to William. Alright. So you're going to hide that one. So when I click on it, you can see William. So that's the beautiful thing about using use state. So it makes our reactive value. Alright. So yeah, we can also do more examples. Already this is just a string. We can also do some example. Let me say age. I want to do something. Let us use a number. Let's say age. So this I'm going to pass the value here, age. So I want to set the age to another thing. Age like so. So, so use states. I want to use states. So age, the first value here is age. So what's the age? Let me say 20. It's 20. Alright. So yeah, I'm going to say remember our first name is Godfrey. Our first name is Godfrey. Let me say Godfrey is. So I'm going to, what I mean, I want to say Godfrey is 20 years. So I'm going to use when you want to pass a value dynamically use a correctly. So I'm going to call age. Remember age is our first value here. So age said what is going to mean is Godfrey is 20 years old. So in check here now you can see Godfrey is 20 years old. So I want when you click this, let it change. Let the value change. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set it. Set age. I'm going to set age. Start right. Like so. So when I click here, click on the button, I'm going to say William is 30 years old. Initially it was Godfrey is 20 years. So when you click on the button, it's going to say Williams is 30 years old. So that is how to use a use state hook in React. So it makes our code reactive. And I say that a state, when you talk about the state of a component, we just mean that the data that's being used in that component at that time. It can be an array of values, a boolean, a string, a object, or any data that our component uses. So that's a state. All right, and we're going to use who to make this relative. All right.